Alright, so I'm going to be showing how to open up and disassemble this HP laptop. Alright, so we're going to be pulling the SSD out to clone it. Let's go ahead and take a look. Alright, I'm assuming it has an M.2 PCIe NVMe SSD. We're going to need to use a PH1 or JS1 screwdriver, and we're going to have to remove screws hidden underneath these rubber feet. So I'm just getting some thumbnails right now. Alright, so I'm going to use my fingernail to kind of just get under and pull this up. Okay, pretty sure they have screws hidden under here. Not always, but yep, okay. There we go. So we have some there, and then there's probably going to be some here as well. So same thing. Let's pull this up. Okay, the one towards the hinges is a little bit thicker, so keep that in mind. You don't want to mix them up. Alright, we're going to use the PH1 or JS1 screwdriver to remove all the screws. You want to keep them in order because they can be different size, shape, and lengths. The way I do that is I put them flat side down like that on my desk in the pattern I remove them. We have 3 under this rubber foot. The middle one is silver. Okay, again, you don't want to mix them up. Keep them in the order that you remove them because the silver one is a little bit of skinnier screw. Same with these ones on the side apparently. So again, if you mix them up, you can damage your computer. Okay. And then at the bottom here, they're all silver screws, so we'll remove all those. Okay. Alright, now that we got all the screws out, we're going to go ahead and pull the bottom cover off. Usually the easiest way to do that, I just use my fingernails, but I'll get them in between the gap between the palm rest and the bottom cover, and then I'll push with my thumbs on the back. So like this, you can see it pops out really easily. Okay, and then work your way over to the side, same thing, just like this. Work our way to the other side here. Okay, pop all that out. All right, and usually once you get the front and the sides out, you can kind of wiggle this and pop this up. Let's see, sometimes it gets caught. Okay, I had to kind of pull the cover up this direction while I lifted it to get the clip to release. So same thing here, I grabbed the cover and then pulled it this way as I kind of lifted. And then once we get to the back here, kind of wiggle as you pull. And there we go, there's the bottom cover removed. Okay, so yes, there's an M.2 PCIe NVMe SSD in here. I'm going to take that out. We're going to clone it. If you're cloning your SSD, you do need to actually disable the, encryption first. So when you open Windows, you have to search encryption, and then you can go into like the data stuff and remove the encryption. Okay, so you can see there's 2 sticks of RAM. I'm just going to quickly show what's in here. Okay, 2 sticks of RAM. If you're going to mess with like any of these cables and connections, you want to disconnect the battery beforehand. Oh, they covered the battery model number here. That's annoying. I don't know. I don't want to mess up the sticker. Let's see if I can somehow peel that off a little bit so you can see. I think it's a HT03XL or something. This is one of the, looks like a common battery shape that HP likes to use. So, okay, I'm going to try and peel this up. Okay, let's see here. And this is, oh, okay, HW03, not HT, okay? So battery model, HW03XL, if you need to replace that, okay? There's 3 screws along the top here, 1, 2, 3, and then 2 screws down here. Once you remove those, you can go from a corner and just pull this battery straight up. That's how you would remove it. I'm not going to remove it. I have other videos of very similar models doing the same thing. Got 2 sticks of RAM. To remove those, you pull these tabs to the side. The RAM stick will pop up, and then you can pull it out. It's a PC4 3200AA stick of RAM. You can upgrade with any PC4 3200AA RAM. So if you want 2 8 gig sticks, 2 16 gig sticks to have 32 total, you can do that. All right. Wireless card is here. You do have to peel off this little black layer, or at least peel it out of the way. To remove the antennas, you go from the tail and pull them up. There's 1 screw. After that, you can pull the wireless card up slightly and then wiggle and pull it back. Speaker here, this kind of cable, you go from the very back of it where the cables are, and then you pry it up and it should pop out. Make sure you're only prying up the white portion of the connector, not the black area around it. CPU is under the heatsink here. If you take this out, you do need to redo the thermal paste. Keep that in mind. Also, these are usually numbered, but the numbers are really hard to read. So the number is 1, 2, 3, and 4. So if you take it out, keep that in mind. All right, fan, same thing. The connector, you go from the tail end, the very back, and then you can pry it up. You can just only pry up the inner portion. Make sure you're not prying up the outer portion. Okay, if you're messing with these cables, these wider ones, again, make sure you disconnect the battery, open the laptop, and press and hold the power button for at least 15 seconds to drain any residual power. This is the LCD LVDS connector. If you don't do that, there's a very good chance you can blow out the backlight circuit. Okay, so you can also fry the cable, the connector here. So yeah, you don't want to just lift that up. If you don't know what you're doing at all, then just do the battery drain thing before you mess with anything. But the RAM, the SSD, you can work with that without taking out the battery. It's an M.2 PCIe NVMe SSD. Okay, 2 USB ports here. With this connector, there's a flip latch. You can flip that latch and then pull the cable out. All right, I'm going to leave that attached. Make sure this cable is in all the way. Flip it back. Okay, also if you're wondering, both speakers are connected to the same connector here. There's a wire going from this speaker underneath the heatsink connected to the speaker here. Okay, SD card slot and the headphone jack or 3.5mm headset jack has a flip latch here to remove this cable. Obviously the screws hold the board down. Okay, you have another connector here. It's not labeled, but I'm assuming this is for a 2.5-inch SATA hard drive adapter that you can put in here, and then you can have a full-size 2.5-inch SATA hard drive. Keyboard, sorry, this is the touchpad, trackpad connector, flip latch here. Keyboard connector, flip latch here. Keyboard backlight connector, flip latch here. And I think that's about it to show inside here. Okay, I'm going to take out the SSD, we'll clone it, and then, yeah, that's pretty much it. So one screw here. After you undo that screw, you can go ahead and lift the SSD up slightly, and you can go ahead and pull that back. So there's the SSD removed. All right, I'm going to clone this, and I'll be back. I'll see you guys in a bit. All right, so let's go ahead and reassemble this thing. Very simple. Get the SSD, make sure it lines up. At an angle, push it back in. Okay, lower it down, make sure that it's behind there's a raised portion in the center. You'll know because if you try and wiggle it side to side, you can see it hits that. Okay, then we'll go ahead and get the screw back in. Very simple. Get the bottom cover. Oh no, my camera's screwed up. All right, go ahead and get this back on. Click these back into place, just like that. Then click the sides, go around, and that's pretty much it. We'll get all the screws back in, put the rubber feet back on, and we're good to go. Oops. Yeah, I'm gonna have to replace the camera on my phone, but then it's gonna lose its waterproof. Oh no. Anyways, we'll get all these screws back in, and that's pretty much all there is to it. All right, let's go ahead and do that. If you notice also, I always turn the screws backwards so that I hear it click. That way I make sure that it's going in the right way and it's not going to strip the threading. Okay. All right. And then we just get the rubber feet back on, and that's all there's to it. Again, hopefully this video helped you guys out. If it did, please make sure to like, comment, subscribe, share my channel with others so that they can learn how to upgrade and repair their devices as well. And if it helped you save a bunch of money, please consider contributing a little to the channel. Every little bit helps and allows me to continue making these videos for a living. All right, we're going to go ahead and put that edge in. All right. And we'll get that. All right, if you can help out that way, it would help a lot. If you could watch a few of my other videos and then like and comment and subscribe. Yep, because yeah, that's what the algorithm likes to see. Anyways, we'll get these last pieces in, and that's pretty much it. All right, there we go. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one. All right, let's drop this. Bye.